عند الله خايف من نيراني يا نور العين يا قاسي.
نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا محمد رسوله النبي الأمين المكين الحنين الكريم الرؤوف الرحيم. أما بعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear brothers and sisters, our today's topic is the rationale of faith in unseen. We would like to explain and understand why the faith in unseen is necessary in Islam, and what is the rational justification of having belief and having faith in unseen realities. This is a very significant question, sometimes put by the non-believers or the people who criticize everything in scientific form or argumentative form, and they have the materialistic trend of their thought. I will try to explain this thing in the light of 4 arguments. The first is the argument of the principle of grand norms. There are some basic postulates and fundamental concepts and basic realities of every subject, every field of science, and every branch of knowledge. There are some grand norms. These are the basic postulates, some fundamentals. And all of the people in the world, whether scientists or philosophers or doctors or engineers or intellectuals or believers or non-believers, as far as that specific field of knowledge is concerned, they believe in some specific fundamentals of that knowledge without any verification, without any scientific justification, and without any testification, and they accept those basics as the unchallengeable realities. These are known as grand norms. For example, there are some grammatic and literal rules of various languages. In English, for example, we say that has is to be used with he. We will say he has done this job. We will not say he have done this job. This would be wrong. And we will say they have accomplished the assignment. And if we say they has accomplished it, it would be wrong. Am is used with I and are used with you. If are is used with I, it would be wrong. Is and are used for present tense. Was and had are used with past tense. Will and shall are used for future. If we use will and shall for present or for past, it would be wrong. The question is, what is the scientific reason of these grammatical principles? Answer is no. All of the people speaking English language, speaking Arabic language, speaking Urdu, speaking various languages in this world, every language possesses some grammatical rules. Every language possesses some literary rules, as I have mentioned some of the examples. And these grammatical rules and literary rules are always accepted as faith in unseen, without challenging them, without any justification. If a body asks that I would use have with he, and I will use has with they, and he asks us why this use is wrong and why the otherwise is right, what would be our answer? He asks, give me scientific answer, give me scientific and logical reasoning. So there would be no logical reasoning, there would be no scientific answer, There would be no critical analysis except the one answer. He would say that the founders of the language has used likewise. The founders of the language has said likewise. We have not seen the founders. From a long time the people are using these manners. So we have accepted these realities without any scientific appreciation. Then we say A, B, C, D. A man wants to say that the D is A and C is B and B is D. We will say it is wrong. He asks us, what is the scientific reason that this is wrong? There is no answer. Except this, that the founders of the language has said likewise. So this is not the scientific thing. This is faith in unseen. This is to believe. So these are the, we have believed these rules and principles on the authority of the founder's integrity, without verification, without objection, without challenging this thing. Same is the case of sounds, pronunciations and spellings. Even a little difference of spelling makes the world wrong. No scientific reasoning behind this except the founder's authority. So to believe in founder's authority is in fact the faith in unseen. The second argument, before I proceed to our second argument, same is the case of faith in unseen in case of religion. As the case of the principles of every language, there are principles of religion. And the principles of religion which are the grand norms, that is the existence of Allah, existence of God, the existence of communication of divine revelation, the prophethood, and the divine message communicated through the prophets and messengers. These are the grand norms of the religion. These are the fundamental and basic postulates without the religion. And we are not supposed to challenge the integrity of these principles on the basis of scientific verification. Why? If we are not going to challenge the authority of the founder of a language, how are we going to challenge the authority of the creator of the universe? He is the creator of our mind. He is the creator of our soul. He is the creator of our intellect. Allah is the creator of the whole universe. So we can't challenge the authority of Almighty Allah. So we are supposed to have our faith in unseen. Second argument is the values of general morality. For example, there are social values. There are moral values in every society. This is good, this is bad. We have accepted there are some concepts in our minds, in our society. We are not going to challenge them, and we are not going to verify their validity or invalidity on the basis of any critical analysis. This we have accepted as a fundamental rule. This is right, this is wrong. This is truth, this is lie. This is just, this is unjust. Without any scientific explanation, we have accepted the basic human moral values in this world. Same is the case of social values. There are some traditions of society. There are some customs. There are cultural traditions. There are political traditions even, which are normally followed in the Western world till today. The prerogatives of the kings, the prerogatives of the crowns, the prerogatives of the queens in unwritten constitutions and in written constitution of the West, they are even instead of this modernity, they are following the customs. There is no answer before them, a scientific answer, except that they are following their traditional customs, they are following their national traditions. So they have accepted without challenge. Same is the case. Islam and religion provide some values to the mankind on the basis of divine revelation through prophets and messengers. So the prophets and messengers, they are the founders of the concept of moral values. The prophets are the founders of spiritual traditions, of moral traditions, of social customs, and they are guided by Almighty Allah through the source of divine revelation. So those values, those principles, those basic teachings and those basic concepts which have given to us by the societies, if these are acceptable, those values if are acceptable on the basis of our good conscience, if these are acceptable, so there is nobody having better conscience than a prophet. There is nobody in the world having better intellectual level than a prophet. There is nobody in the world having better thinking aspect than a prophet. So the traditions, the customs, the laws, the teachings, the values, the morals which we have got through the prophets and messengers, through divine revelation and communicated by Almighty Allah, they are also to be accepted as faith and unseen. The third argument is the argument of rules of discipline. In every society, in every state, there are some laws and rules of discipline. In every school, for example, there is uniform. A student studying in a specific school cannot challenge the law of uniform of the school. He can't say that I will not follow this uniform, I will wear the other dress. He will say, child, since you are studying in a specific school and there is some discipline in the school, and the uniform and the timings and these limitations fall within the purview of discipline, and we have to run our school according to the discipline. So there is no challenge to discipline. The ruler makes discipline for the betterment of his society. The head of the state, the parliament, the shura makes some discipline, some laws for the social betterment of the community. Nobody can challenge it, only on the basis of the betterment of the society. So religion, Islamic faith, this is also a discipline for a man, for a believer. A believer has no right to challenge the validity of the discipline. Since if a child has to study in a school, he is bound by the discipline of a school. And a man living in this universe, this universe is an institution created by Almighty Allah, and he is the head of the institution. And the agents, divine agents, authoritative agents, who are providing the guideline for the discipline of the universe, they are the prophets and messengers. So the people living in this universe have no right to challenge the Lord given discipline of this universe. And the fourth argument is the phenomena of scientific research. In every scientific process there is a phenomena. First of all, there is hypothesis, then there is observation, then there is experimentation, then there is theory, and then there is a law. Every scientist has to accept this process of scientific research. Nobody can challenge it. This is faith and belief. So same is the case of the process of human life given by Islamic faith, given by our religion, given by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet of mankind. So this is a prophet. This is the phenomena of the universe. So the phenomena of the universe regarding the laws of this life, and then the phenomena of the life hereafter. There will be the life hereafter. A man would be answerable to his Lord. He would be answerable for his acts and deeds. He would be rewarded for his good acts, and he would be awarded for the bad acts. He would be punished, and he has to get the results of his moral deeds or immoral deeds in this world. So all of these processes, this is the phenomena of the universe. This is the discipline of the worldly life and ethereal life and after. This is the law, this is the basic postulates and grand norms, how to regulate this life and how to get the results of this life in life hereafter. So one should accept these realities as the faith in unseen. And the faith in unseen itself is a scientific process, is an argumentative process, is a philosophical process, and it cannot be challenged in the same way as other grand norms of various fields of knowledge cannot be challenged. I think the case is very clear. Almighty Allah may bless us with His divine guidance. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.